Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech, and in this video I'll be doing a complete camera review of the Samsung Galaxy S24. Samsung S24 is the smallest variant, and the Samsung S24 Plus also comes with the same camera system. On the back, this phone comes with a triple camera setup with a 50 megapixel primary camera with f1.8 aperture with optical image stabilization. That's followed by a 10 megapixel telephoto lens which offers 3x optical zoom. By the way, this also comes with optical image stabilization. And finally, we have the 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera which offers 120 degree field of view. For selfies, we get a 12 megapixel camera with f2.2 aperture. Now this is how the camera interface looks like. We have the default photo mode, and from here we can switch between the cameras as well. And do know that we have AI enabled over here, so whenever you take a picture, AI does a bit more processing to it. Now these are some selfies taken in daylighting conditions without any artificial light. As you can see, color reproduction looks pretty good, skin tones also look great. Well, being a flagship phone, I really don't have any complaints. Well, most of the time we find issues when we compare photos. So while we're looking at it individually, I don't find any issues. Now these are some portrait selfies taken in good lighting conditions once again. As you can see, blur effect looks pretty good, and color reproduction, edge detection is also pretty good. Now these are some selfies taken in low lighting indoor conditions. Once again, color reproduction looks pretty good. By the way, these are photos taken without night mode, and whenever you take a normal picture, AI does some extra enhancements to it. Now these are some selfies taken in low lighting conditions with the night mode turned on. Now when you're using night mode, these pictures are completely different from the photos which have been enhanced using AI. So there is a bit of difference. So guys, this is a sample footage recorded using the front-facing camera of Samsung Galaxy S24. Yes, the smallest variant, and I'm recording this video at 1080p resolution at 30 fps. We can record video at 4K resolution as well at 60 fps, but this is just the 30 fps thing. And we can also record portrait video where you get a background blur effect. I'll show you the sample shot later. With that said, I'll be just walking around, and once again, audio is from the phone itself, so check out the noise cancellation and stabilization offered by the phone. Next, we have dual recording feature on this phone, which allows us to record with two cameras at the same time. By the way, on most phones we can only record with front and rear cameras, but on this phone you can choose between any two cameras, like front and rear camera, or just you can use two rear cameras at the same time. Now these are some sample shots. So guys, this is a sample footage for dual recording feature where we can record at the same time using two lenses. On normal phones we can just switch between front camera and rear camera, but on this phone we can switch between any cameras. So guys, this is another way to use the dual recording video where we are using the primary camera and the telephoto lens both at the same time, and as you can see, I'm able to get a zoomed in effect. We can also switch between cameras where you get the zoomed in effect, and you also get a whole preview in the smaller window. Now these are some sample shots taken in well lit conditions. One thing to note is that when you look at these pictures on an AMOLED screen, like say on the S24 or other phones with an AMOLED screen, colors definitely look a bit more saturated. But whenever you see the same photos on a normal screen, they don't look too much saturated, they have a much more natural tone to it. With that said, colors are definitely more to the saturated side, even on a normal display. Now these are some sample shots taken with a wide angle camera. Good thing is that color reproduction is pretty similar to the primary camera. Now these are some portrait shots. Once again, color reproduction looks pretty good. Colors once again are slightly to the saturated side, and edge detection is pretty good. Now these are some shots taken in low lighting conditions. On the left side we have photos taken in the normal mode, but those pictures are enhanced using AI, and on the right side we have pictures taken in low lighting conditions with a dedicated night mode. Well, the thing with AI is capturing speeds are much faster than the dedicated night mode, and you can just open the camera and take pictures. That's the benefit. And as you can see, there isn't a huge difference between both photos. Well, obviously if you want to take better pictures in low lighting conditions, night mode is definitely recommended, but you won't be too far behind even if you use the regular photo mode with AI turned on. By the way, after taking a regular photo, you can disable the AI enhancement if you don't want it. So I would recommend you to take photos with AI, and if you don't like the effect, you can remove it later. Now this is a sample shot recorded with the primary rear camera. That's the 50 megapixel camera at 1080p resolution at 30 fps. We can also record at 60 fps, and this phone also comes with something called ultra stabilization mode. For now, this is the normal stabilization. Now this is the same 1080p video recorded using the ultra stabilization mode. Now this is a sample footage recorded at 4K resolution at 30 FPS. Let me know how this stabilization looks by commenting below this video. Now finally, we can also record video at 8K resolution, and this is a sample footage for that. By the way, all this is being downscaled to 1080p at 30 FPS. We do have slow motion which we can record at 1080p resolution at maximum 240 FPS and 4K resolution slow-mo at 120 FPS. Because of a technical issue, I lost some footage, so I couldn't show you the sample footage for slow motion, but those are the stats. So guys, overall cameras on the Samsung Galaxy S24 are as good as to be expected, like any other flagship phone out there. It is definitely missing out a lot in terms of periscope camera, but if you ignore the periscope camera, rest of the cameras are pretty good at a flagship level, and you do get all AR related features, which is definitely an added bonus. So guys, what do you think about the camera performance of S24? Do let me know by commenting below this video. If you like this video, hit the like button and share it with your friends, and do subscribe to our channel. With that said, see you next time. Bye bye.